want to thank you, Chairman DeMarco, for those wonderful words, those encouraging words. And I hope that everyone here listens to those words very diligently, because looking at this election, it is very serious. Because as he mentioned, if we do not focus, if we do not put our feet to the pavement, if we don't get out there and do the work, and yes, it may be hard. I understand that because I knocked over 13,000 doors when I ran for the state house. I know it's hard work. We go to work every day. We're providing for our family. But if we don't do the hard work today, tomorrow you won't be able to provide for your family. You'll be under a communist rule, and you will not be able to continue in the freedoms that so many hard-working women, men have fought for to preserve your rights as a country. So I want to especially thank the South Hills and Jefferson Park Republican Committee for inviting me here today. It's amazing, it's a great honor. And even though I am the vice chairman in Beaver County, it's an honor to be here with my friends and neighbors in Allegheny County to just speak with you guys for a little bit about what's going on and the direction that we're going. I want to thank Chairman DeMarco, James Hayes, Rep. Kuzma, Senator Robinson, and Vice Chair Lisa. You guys are pillars of the community. You guys are individuals who do the hard work. You guys have a dedication to the cause, and that shows. So I want to give you guys a round of applause for what you guys do. So looking at this community that we have here in Allegheny County, it reminds me a lot of Beaver County because we have something powerful. We have a commitment to the cause. We have a commitment to the fight. And we know that no matter what, that we're going to carry on and we're going to continue to fight because we have children. We have our grandchildren we have to worry about. My daughter's here with me today, Skylar. She's 12 years old, and I worry about what her tomorrow is going to be like. This takes me to a point where I see my highest high and lowest low. I was present on July 13th at the rally in Butler. I have never been asked to speak at a rally of that magnitude. And when President Trump's team called me and said, hey, we want you to come speak, first of all, I said, what did I do to get such an honor? And when do you need me? Because when the president calls, you don't say no. That's like the gentlemen here who are married, whenever your wife tells you to do something, you don't say no. So whenever I get to the rally, it's roughly 90 degrees. I knew it was going to be 96, so I was prepared. I wore a short sleeve white shirt, and I didn't take off my jacket because, well, I guess you don't wear a short sleeve shirt underneath a jacket. It's just not etiquette. So who wants to be right? So I get there to the rally. I get behind the stage. They're prepping me for this speech with President Trump. I get to meet President Trump. I shook his hand. They told me he was a germaphobe. Well, I think that's wrong because he reached out his hand first before I could get my hand out to shake. And I was ecstatic. I was very excited. I get up on the stage to do my speech, and it was phenomenal. Not to my own horn, but I enjoyed it. It was great. The crowd was excited. Everybody was pumped. They were cheering. People were yelling my name. There were people I didn't even know that were yelling my name. I said, man, my name travels fast. So I come off the stage, and I'm filming. Like, who likes roller coasters here? Yeah. I don't. So you know that thrill, that enthusiasm, that gumption, the butterflies in your stomach you had before you go on a roller coaster. You finally get on it, and then boom, you take off like a slingshot. And you're like, man, why did I get on this thing? So we're cruising around, and then you're done. You're like, your heart's pounding. That's how I felt, because I looked out in the audience, and I seen so many patriots. I seen so many people that came for a purpose, a goal, and a reason. And that was to keep the prosperity and to keep the freedoms in this country. Knowing that if we don't, we're going to be like places like Venezuela, Australia, Germany. There's many places that we can correlate this to. But we don't want to be that way. Because we're United States, home and free, land of freedom. And guess what? They're taking that away every chance they get. So as I sit down on this 96 now degree day, I'm sitting there with individuals like Congressman Mike Kelly. I'm sitting here with J.D. Long, the Mayor of City Rock. I'm hanging out with Dave McCormick. We're chit-chat, we're having a good old time, and Trump comes out on the stage. And I thought I had a standing ovation, and there was every person, I think children that were asleep from heat exhaustion, woke up and started screaming Trump, throwing their bottles in the air. I said, wow, this is a great Trump rally because the people are excited. 6 minutes, I believe, into his speech, we hear something that goes off like firecrackers. Now, I know many of us here, out here in the crowd, are in the military or served. I'm in the Air Force and I'm on my 16th year. I know I don't look like it, but I am 34 years old. I get out there and I hear this. I'm like, why would someone bring firecrackers to a rally? This makes no sense. I turn around and immediately I hear someone yelling, we need a medic, we need a medic. And I'm like, what? Where's the medics at? Well, when you have over 30,000 people in a really tight-knit area, medics can't get in. In fact, the whole day I was running back and forth, bringing medics into the area to get people out. I was helping carry people out along with other folks. So I turn around, I take my tie off. I didn't have my jacket on because it was okay to have no sleep at that point in time because it was 96 degrees. I grab my water bottle, I take my tie off, and then I, in turn around and I run to the aid of Corey Competor, who, in the act of defending his family, there is no greater sacrifice than defending your family in a time of need and turmoil. He shields his family from the bullets from a would-be assassin who had a mental or a clear issue on what was going on in the world. For him to lay there and take a shot at President Trump to hit an innocent bystander, I cannot fathom why that would happen. I blame the news media, I blame the rhetoric, the other side tries to promote. But as I was there, I'm holding Corey. I'm holding Corey in my hands. I'm sitting right here, right? Corey's head is on my lap. Me and Dr. Sweetland pick Corey up because he was face down. We pick him up, we turn him around, I grab a towel, and I hold it against Corey. Because in the military, they teach you self-aid buddy care, and they teach you trauma care. So I've never had to use it before, because I'm in the Air Force. I know you Marines like that one.
Hoorah.
Oh, yeah. So I'm holding pressure against the wound. And in my mind, I am believing that this is going to work. We are going to save his life. Because that's all we care about. Me and Dr. Sweetland, we're there. CPR is being administered. And me and Dr. Sweetland are doing the best that we can, that we know how. And then, as many may know, the blood from inside starts to come out of his mouth. And at that point, we realize that that is it. It is too late. And we still render aid, because that's what we're taught to do. We don't give up. And I tell you that we're at a fight right now that we cannot give up. There is no option to quit. Amen. I hope you guys all understand that we will not stop. We cannot stop because the other side is not going to stop. They're going to keep coming with ads and media, and they're going to tear us down. But we got to be above that. We have to stand true to our values and our core tenets. I tell you that if the media, the censor industry complex tries to stifle our voices and make us feel like we need to whisper our truths, as I know some Republicans will only whisper in the confidence of other Republicans. They won't shut their voice out. I tell you, don't do that. Don't back down. We got to find new ways to communicate. We got to share our stories, and we got to champion our beliefs. Because if we don't, on November 6th, we'll be sitting at home and realize we got beat. As time has been on, I have communicated with the Competor family and the other victims that were involved in this. And those victims are David Dutch and James Copenhavers. James Copenhaver is actually having a tremendously hard time currently right now, so I ask you guys all to keep keep him in your prayers because due to his injuries he sustained at the rally, he is back into the hospital. I did speak with David Dutch yesterday. He is recovering very well. And the family of Corey Carpenter, they are very, very distraught. There are many things that you have seen that President Trump and others have done for that family. And the one thing they want back more than anything is their father and husband. So I ask you to keep them in your prayers as well. And I ask you to continue. I know that yesterday was the figuring day. I spoke again at the rally yesterday with President Trump. J.D. Vance there. I think he's an amazing speaker. And also, I had an amazing shout out for Donald Trump yesterday. So I guess now I got to get ready to run for something else. Because Trump called me out. In the words of Sean Purnell, the President of the United States calls you out, you got to do it.
True.
I want to leave you with this today, that we don't know what tomorrow is going to bring us. We don't know what next hour is going to bring us. So I tell you to be vigilant, to stand for your core principles and tenets, to fight the good fight, protect our children, because our children have a voice, and that is us parents, us grandparents. We are in the balance. We stand as the buffer for our children, because if we don't, then they're going to be a world of turmoil. So let's stand to make America united. Let's lift each other up. Let's inspire one another. We have great candidates that are fighting a good fight. Get behind them. If you can't donate, knock on a couple doors. You don't have to knock 13,000 doors. The sun got me to me that whole time frame. Let's kept going. But get out there and knock some doors. Get out there and do an in-kind donation. Whatever you can do, please do so, because we have to win this election. Let's forge a future filled with hope. Let's forge a future filled with strength. And let's have an unbreakable unity. And together, we will carry on. And together, we will continue to fight. I want to thank you for your time. God bless you. God bless this great country. And God bless South Hills, Jefferson Park, Republican Committee. God bless you.